so that you know that you can do this even with a different colored yarn. And the needle I'm going to use, you can use the biggest one. I normally use the middle-sized one, but use the biggest one kasi baka mahirapan kayo. Alright, so watch me first before anything else. The mattress stitch, okay, is one of many ways to sew two pieces together. Okay? So itong mattress stitch, ang characteristic niya is one, it's seamless and it's invisible. Okay? So I'm going to pin this for everyone so you can see. Okay. This one, the two pieces that you're sewing, the right side should be facing you. Go ahead. You can lay it down on your space. Make sure the two pieces, the right side is facing you. Justin, equal sizes ba yung panels mo?
I hope so po. I counted it for
Agad.
it's not the same.
Okay, hindi naman siya nadagdagan.
No naman po.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So, alright. The two pieces should be, the right side should be facing, and then you're going to align them, okay, as much as you can. And now we're going to thread our needle. So, how do you thread your needle? I need you to do this kasi we don't do it the Lola way na we lick and we try to literally thread it, okay? We don't. So what I normally do is I take a loop like this and put the needle underneath, okay? And then I'm going to pinch it like so. Do you see how much is exposed there? It's not a lot, right? Yan lang siya. Okay? Flatten it like flat. Remove the needle. And then push that hole on the folded pieces of yarn and pull it through.
Okay.
Sige, try it.
How much yarn po should we cut?
Good question. I forgot to include that. Before you cut your yarn, you have to allot for a tail. Okay? And then, di ba, we're gonna sew it on three sides. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this tail, this length should be 3 times the amount of yarn. So, how do you measure? I have a tail here. I'm going to do this. And then from here to here, I'm going to measure it 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to add another tail, and that's when you're cut. Okay? So it's important that you try not to run out of yarn in the middle of this kasi ang magiging issue nyo is that you will be cutting and joining and weaving yarn in the middle of the work. So to avoid that, just make sure you have the tail 3 times the amount of the length you need plus another tail. Okay? Okay.
Miss Aggie, I had a problem with one of my kasi naging 31 yung ko. I'm not sure how it happened.
So, overachiever. Normally that happens when at the end of the needle, before you start a new row, then the yarn doesn't fall naturally in front of you.
Yeah.
That's what happens normally for beginners.
Okay.
The other thing is, if you're switching from knit to purl, and you forget to switch in the middle, that's going to create a false stitch in between.
Yeah, I think that's what happened po.
Yeah, kasi di ba babiyahe yung needle mo ng paganon eh. So magkakaroon ka ng extra doon. That may be one. So those two things. You have to try to avoid those because the problem with that thing is one, you're going to have a trapezoid and not a rectangle. And the other thing is, if it happened in the middle of the work, you're going to have fold. So best to avoid doing, you need to be more conscious and it has to come second nature to you. When you transfer from knit to purl, you go in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. So, na-cut mo na yung yarn mo, Justine?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you've threaded it?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, well done. Okay, so, using a single thread lang to sew, needles down muna, let me do this. So, I'm going to anchor my two corners. Okay? How do I anchor? The motion is always from the bottom going up. Okay? So I'm going to guesstimate my first corner. Okay? Guesstimate. It doesn't have to be precise. Okay? And then I go to the other side. I puncture it again. Guesstimate lang from the bottom going up. So now the two pieces are connected loosely. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the two columns that I have here. Yeah. I need to, let me just, okay, good. Okay. I am going to identify the two columns at the edge. Nagro-roll yan. You know this, Justine, because you finished yours, right? John, just be prepared. When you're doing your hat, this thing is going to roll to the side kasi yun yung nature ng stocking mo. It's
Okay.
going to roll. So there's going to be a column here on the side that's curled. Yan, if you see it. Yeah. And then another column here. Same on the other side, it's going to roll like this one. Yeah, no, you can tell it. If I do this and then roll, there's your first column. This is your second column. So I'm going to thread my needle again. Sorry, medyo I got thrown by the whole recording and admin and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to guesstimate now my corner. Puncture. The other side as well. Puncture. So I've anchored both my corners. Okay, clean. Alright. Now, once I've identified the two columns, I have to separate those two and reveal the bars in between. Can you see? If I pull it apart, there are bars in between. Okay? Same on the other side. If I pull it apart, I reveal the bars in between. Okay? There. So, what do I do? This is where I came from. So I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to go for that first bar here. You see that?
Yeah.
And I'm going to thread through it from the bottom going up. And then I go to the other side. See that first bar over there? You see it? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to puncture it from the bottom going up. Then I'm going to go to the other side. Check where I came from. This is where I came from. So the bar immediately above that, that's what I'm going to sew. Same thing. This is where I came from. This is the bar above it. Okay. I'm going to sew again. And then two more siguro. So this is where I came from. I'm going to get the bar above that. Go to the other side. This is where I came from. And get that bar. Okay, I know the temptation is great to do this until the end of the fabric. Don't do it. Do it every inch or so. So this is about an inch if you check it. Okay, and this is what happens. You need to watch me. I'm going to pull this. Oh. And it disappears. And you have to mind that you have a tail, okay, while you're tightening. And the reason I want you to do this every inch or so, para hindi mag-pucker. The tension is even alongside this side, this side, this side, okay? Para lang dire-diretso. Okay, so once you're done with this, you're finished with this leg. Aabot ka na doon, di ba? Okay. Oh, and by the way, even if I use a different color, it's okay kasi it disappears underneath the seam. Okay? The seam is underneath. This is why the right side should be facing you. Okay, you're going to ask me, paano pag nandun na kami sa taas, yung top ng hat? Because the top of the hat has your bind off edge on either side, right? This one. Okay. So how do you do it? Okay. Hold on. Let me just thread this. Okay. So let's presume you've already done this side. So what happens is you're going to have the bind off edge on both ends. So what you're going to do now is you're going to skewer the two strands per column instead of the bar in between. Okay? So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to skewer the two strands from that you see the column, diba? Each column is a column of these. So you need to get the two strands. Okay, I'm gonna run this. So yung seam mo ngayon, yung stitches is going to be at the top. Okay? It's going to be like this. Then I go to the other side. This is where I came from. And I'm going to get two strands. Okay. I'm going to get the two strands in between. And then I'm going to go to the other side. This is where I came from. So I'm going to get two strands in that column right next to it. Can you see it?
Yeah, yes.
Alright, then I'm going to, so again, so you can see what's happening here at the top. Nagkakaroon siya ng ganon. You're running from one side to the next. So I'm going to go here. It came from this side. I'm going to get the two strands of that column. And then I'm going to go to the other side. It came from here. And then the two strands of that column right next to it. So when I tighten it, okay, this is what happens. You're going to have this kind of stitch on top. Okay? If you tighten it like this. Magiging seamless din yan. So this one is going to be, you need to sew one side, the top, and then down the other side. Okay? Questions? Are you ready? Sige. Good. Okay, let's sew. Continue your panels muna, and then
Okay
hopefully maybe you can catch up. Sige.
Okay, Miss Aggie. Thank you.
Sige. I'm going to turn off lang my video and try to figure out the recording part on my end.
Okay po.
Okay, go ahead and work. I'll come back in 15 minutes to check on you.
Okay.
Sige, okay.